Now to Austria, whose far-right candidate for president has targeted Turkey in his campaign rhetoric. Norbert Hofer said if Turkey joins the EU, Austria should drop out of the bloc. Nicole Johnston reports from Vienna.
This is the man intent on putting Austria on a path to the far right. In the first round of the presidential election, Norbert Hofer from the Freedom Party won 35% of the vote. On Friday, he had a strong message for Turkey, saying if the European Union accepts its membership, then Austria should leave.
If it gets to a stage that the EU takes Turkey as a member, then Austria and the EU will have nothing in common. I don't understand why the responsible people in the EU, Mr. Juncker, who says he doesn't like me, Mr. Juncker, Mr. Schulz, and the many others could make a deal with the Turks, a deal which effectively makes us dependent on Turkey.
Across Austria, many people are tired of the traditional centre parties and want change.
I will vote for Norbert Hofer because he's a real Austrian for the Austrians.
We are living in a left-wing dictatorship, which is driven by the elites. The politicians are just puppets on a string.
The position of president is largely symbolic, but it can influence government policy.
It's not only Austria which will be watching the outcome of this election closely, but all of Europe. Political analysts say that if the Freedom Party wins on Sunday, it could signal a political shift to the far right. It's already happened in Poland, Hungary and Slovakia, and Austria could be next.
The Freedom Party held its rally in a working-class neighbourhood of Vienna, where lots of immigrants live. Most people here used to vote for the left. Now many have moved to the far right, but not everyone.
I'm afraid that he will win because the atmosphere in the country has totally flipped in the last 3 months. If Hofer becomes our president, it will be a catastrophe.
On the other side of Vienna, a few hundred supporters turned out for the other presidential candidate, former Greens Party leader Alexander Van der Bellen.
This is about a real decision on the direction of the country, between an open, Europe-friendly, Europe-conscious Austria, which we can be proud of, and something else which I don't want to talk about too much. But it's something small, with tight borders and backwards-oriented.
Europe has not seen a far-right head of state since the end of World War II. But after the votes are counted on Sunday, it just might. Nicole Johnston, TRT World, Vienna.